Hey guys. So, today we're going to be talking about Preservation Evokers and RBGs. Okay? So, first of all, if you've seen my guide on Preservation Evokers, then you should go watch that. Link will be in the description and at the end of the video, and probably somewhere over here, or around the screen. So, we're going to talk about the RBG talents. I guess I could have included this in the other video, but it's okay. Um, so basically, you want to have these talents, and I'll link these in the description so you can see. Um, but basically, some of the main differences is you're going with Dream Flight, you're not taking Stasis, and you're taking Power Nexus, and you're also gonna take Spark of Insight, um, and your Renewing Breath. I'm pretty sure you had Renewing Breath last time, but so there's that. Um, let's see. Oh, also time of need and temporal anomaly. Temporal anomaly is like really important. Um, because basically you're shielding two allies, and yes, it has like it's not a long cast time, but yes, it costs like a whole bunch of mana. So you want to use it only if your team is taking like a whole bunch of damage. So like maybe like in the initial starts of the two sides clashing, right? And so you want to do that. Also, time of need, it helps with people who are super low. Like you can't keep a track of like everybody. Like yes, in RBGs you have two other healers, including yourself, but basically all three of you can't keep track of other 8 or 9 people, or everybody basically. So you want to take that. Yes, it only can occur every 90 seconds, but it's good. It's still good. So there's that. You have a dream projection for this is a PvP talents. You have dream projection. Now, I have played with dream projection, and it's really good, right? But the only bad thing about it is if you're going against an affliction lock. All right, and the reason why is because yes, you do big heals, right? But it dispels. And if you're going against an affliction lock, if they have a whole bunch of UAs out, then and you're dispelling, like you're basically gonna die. So I would be very careful with this because I have killed myself while using this. So if you're gonna use this, I would be very careful. Um, you could, I guess, replace it with one of these other PvP talents, but not they're not all that great. Um, Maybe you could do with unburdened flight to make you immune to the speed reduction. But yes, just be super careful with dream projection. Um, and you always want to have your nullifying shroud still, and you obviously want to have scoring flame because basically whenever there's a window, you want a fire breath. So you take away that beneficial magic spell. All right. Okay. So for like in a rotation, let's go over here so we can get a better view of this. So say this is your team over here, right? Basically, you want to start the initial fight with either Tempora Anomaly, right? So you can get those heals out. Like I said, it shields like 2 people, right? And then basically what I like to do is I like to use the Dream Flight if it works. It's kind of been really buggy, but I use that, and then if there's still like a whole bunch of damage, then I either do a rewind or a convenient, depending. Um, Sometimes I usually pair them together, which probably isn't the best idea, but if there's a lot of damage and like say like one of your other healers is getting super trained, or if you're getting trained, like you want to use that. But yeah, you want to use these basically whenever there's like super big raid wide damage. Um, but then basically you want to be using your empowering abilities because those really are good because it does a lot of AoE healing, right? So you want to be using your tip of the scales, and you either want to spirit bloom or you want to dream breath. Dream breath. Um, Yet dream breath does cost a lot of mana, so you may not want to use it. But if you, so I would suggest using spirit bloom. Okay, maybe you do like one or two takes of dream breath, just so you know you're getting some hot swirling out. But you basically want to be using your spirit bloom, and then obviously you want to be putting your echoes and your reversions on everybody, because that helps the healing, especially the single target healing. But yeah, and like I said, also for your rotation you want to be using your dream projection, because but you also want to be careful because affliction locks are out there, but you want to be doing that. um Now when it comes to like doing objectives and stuff, like you probably want to stay wherever the team fight is. Obviously your group is gonna put you wherever you're needed, but you generally want to stay where the team fight is because you do so much healing, and since evokers do a lot of AoE healing and stuff, you generally want to go with like the team, right? So say you're on a Wrathy basin or something, and like a whole bunch of people are going on farm, right? Or going to farm. You want to be with the team and say your composition doesn't have comms going on, or your team doesn't have comms, and say you want to, or say there's an incoming at farm or whatever, then you want to be one of the first people to get there because you're going to be doing the most healing and the most AoE healing. So you want to make sure you're there for that. Um, but other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Um, there really isn't that much. It's basically for RBG healing. It's not that hard. It's just more of how you use your cooldowns. You also, for CC, you want to be putting sleepwalks up on whoever your team isn't going on. So if there's like a DPS doing a whole bunch of damage and your team's not focused on them, you want to do that. You want to be putting these out basically all the time, right? Because you want to be CCing. It only has a 15-second cooldown, so that you want to be like constantly doing that, or whenever you have a window. Because like I said, you're gonna be doing a lot of AOE healing, and like especially if you have some dream breath, uh, hots rolling out, then you're gonna be fine. But yeah, that's basically it. Um, if you want to see my preservation evoker guide, please go to my channel and go look at that video. If you want to check out that guide, please do. If you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!